Here is about the search bar. On all pages in the top right hand corner just here we have the search bar, and this allows us to search for anyone or anything, organisations, etc. in the database. So if we look on the right, it tells us a list of prefixes. These first 5 by the looks of it we can just type in. So if we have the name of our customer, for instance, we can type that in and it's going to pop up here. We can also search for telephone numbers, so this one corresponds to this, as you can see. What else have we got? MTX numbers will pop up, which MTX number is an order. MTA numbers, which are accounts, so you can see they're popping up there. MTI numbers, which are in fact invoices. So if we type those up, they will pop up, as we can see. And then some of the more specific ones, if we go down to INV, just here, we can type in an amount. So if someone says it was £300 or whatever it was, it wasn't one of those, it will pop up with that. UD stands for user defined number, so if I, here we go, these are the only ones we actually got in there, so this pops up with this particular one. CT, contact details, so again Jason Orange, he's on here. This is the Don Lemon account. Customer sites, AC. So, as we can see, we have some in here. Burnley Football, Birmingham, Aston Villa, etc. PO, purchase number. So whatever that number is in there, if there's a purchase order number on it, rather. As you can see, that will actually be an order, so let's just have a quick look in here. Okay, so if we put in PO Lemon, right, so that's popping up with this one again. Org. Again, another list. Account name. All these have a colon after them. So, again, Lemon, Burnley. Email. So let's try this one. Right, brilliant, so you can find an email address in there. APT, which stands for searches which have orders and appointments added. So I imagine if you couldn't remember pretty much anything about it, but you had made an appointment to it and you'd lost it, you'd have a fairly good chance of finding it with a search like that. CN, a search prefix for CN, will search against the customer name, including orders which haven't been created yet. Okay. So again, another one, I imagine. If you hadn't put any orders on it and just put it in. A quote. So there you go. A site, so if you know the nickname of it or whatever, the site that you called it, you'll find it on that. And finally, this is a pretty useful one, I think. You can find the invoice, so someone might ring up and say, look, you know, the invoice is called 00157, which would be the invoice that the supplier had sent you, or the number. And if you type that in here with the INV colon, you will find the exact one, which is a really useful feature. So that pretty much wraps up the searches, and that's the end of this video.